Hi Claire, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Before we start today's meeting, I would just like to know if I can have your permission to audio record you today.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Now will this audio be posted anywhere, media?
No, it's strictly for educational purposes, so only my supervisor will listen to it, and he'll just help me with things with your case. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So tell me a little bit about your diabetes.
Yeah, so I've had diabetes for about I say 2.5 years now, and it's progressively gotten worse. The doctor said because of my diet. He wants me to eat healthier, exercise a little more, and just keep a strict evaluation of my sugar level.
Okay.
My blood sugar.
So you're saying you've been managing your diabetes pretty well for about 2.5 years, but recently you went to the doctor and he said that he wants you to fix your, manage your blood sugar a little bit better and change your diet and exercise.
He said that's vital and when having diabetes.
Okay, do you mind if I ask a few personal questions?
No, that's totally fine.
So, on your regular day, do you take your insulin on your regular day basis?
Yeah, usually I try my best to get it in. I have a very strict schedule and it's hard. Sometimes I may forget. But normally I say, um, yeah, I take it normally, usually.
Okay. So, what are some things that will prevent you from taking your insulin?
So I'm a full-time student, for one, and that's very hard during the day. Sometimes I may forget it at home, and then when I come home, I'm heavy with homework that might prevent me from taking it. Oftentimes I remember if I take a nap, I get up, have a little downtime. But if I'm loaded with work, I just often forget.
So you're saying that your schedule is so hectic and busy. You're a full time student, and just taking your insulin that it kind of it's kind of hard because you have all these things going on. You may forget it at home, and it just kind of it's like you're focused on getting other things done, and your insulin just seems almost impossible to take at times.
Yeah,
I totally understand. That is a difficult task to manage on a daily basis. So, what is your diet like? What do you eat? I know you're on the go a lot, but what are some things that you eat?
Yeah, so since I'm on the go, I figured I could have some, protein bars, like different healthy stuff. But on the weekends is when it gets hard because I have more downtime, and so I might eat out at restaurants and grab some fast foods on Saturday night. So the weekends kind of tilt my diet a lot.
Okay. What do you do for physical exercise?
Does walking to class count as physical exercise?
Yeah, it does.
Well, yeah. So being a full-time student, you have to walk a lot. But um, I told you my schedule is pretty hectic, so I don't get that much time. But I guess on a Sunday afternoon, I may take a walk around the park if the weather fits, or once a week maybe.
So, what I'm getting is that you don't mind eating healthy and working out and taking your insulin on a regular basis, but it's just kind of hard because you have so much other things to go on that that's important, just as important, like doing your homework, going to class, and doing all your homework.
Right.
How important is your taking care of your diabetes to you?
Oh, I think it's very important. Nutrition and health is very important to me. Like as you said, and as I mentioned, it's just like time management. Um, I try my best, and when I do have a chance, I try to eat healthy and buy those protein bars and those health bars. But it just becomes hard when you have a busy schedule. So it is very important, though.
Okay, so managing your diabetes is very important to you, but you feel that if you can manage your time a little bit better, then that will come.
Yes, definitely.
And it won't take as much work. Well, do you mind if we can kind of discuss some ways that you can manage your time a little bit better?
No, I'd love that.
Okay.
That'd be great.
So, let's see. Just real briefly, just plan out your day. So just imagine, today being the day that you have to attend school, and I'm choosing school because you said that you had a little bit downtime during the weekend.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's a typical Tuesday. What do you have to do with time? What time do you get up to get out of the house, and how, just give me a little a briefing of your day.
Yeah, so on a Tuesday, I would get up around 6:45. There's a 30-minute drive to my school. There for about 6 to 7 hours. But some days after school, I have tutoring with other students, so that takes about um, three or so hours. And so by that time, it's about, I'd say 6 o'clock. And then 30-minute drive back home, so I'll get home around 6:30. And then, of course, loads of homework. That takes 2 to 3 hours a night, and so by that time it's 7:30, 8:30, and then dinner. I have to fit dinner in there. That's about a half an hour to 45 minutes. So it's already 9 o'clock when I'm done with homework and eating, and then shower and getting prepared for bed, and that's basically my day.
So your day is pretty busy from start to finish. You get up at about 6:45, and you have to drive a long way to school. 30 minutes is pretty long.
Yeah.
You have a busy schedule at school. You would participate in after-school projects. You get home, you have a ton of homework, and then it's time for dinner and prepare for bed. So, tell me, what time of day do you think it would be best to try to manage in something, different in your schedule?
I mean, the time that would work best if there was a time that I had to fit something in my schedule would be getting home from school, because I know before I take loads of homework, I can take a breather, get some downtime, and then jump in and continue. So
okay, how much time do you think you can are willing to start to sacrifice or devote to something different?
Well, I'd be willing to devote. I guess that's kind of a hard question. 1 to 2 hours may seem too optimistic right now, just because I know when I come home I'm tired. I just want to get the work over with. But ideally, 1 to 2 hours of me time or downtime would be good.
So you don't have to give me a far out. If 1 to 2 hours seem like it's impossible, that's okay. So does 30 minutes sound more realistic?
30 minutes per day. Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So now with your diabetes, you mentioned that you eat okay, you eat a nutritional bar here and there, you take your insulin most of the time, and you don't work out because you don't have time. For those 30 minutes that you are willing to sacrifice, where do you want to start? What area do you want to start? Do you want to start with a short workout, ensuring that you take your insulin? Where do you want to start with the process?
I want to say the working out. I would feel better and rejuvenated coming home from school, building that energy, and then getting that time to think, to exercise, and feel healthier. So that would be ideal, to 30 minutes to working out.
Okay. So, will it be realistic for us to say that you'll work out, whether it's jumping jacks or whatever you decide, I don't know, we can discuss that as well, for 30 minutes, about 2 or 3 times a week until I see you next time? Is that something that you will be willing to do?
Yeah. I definitely will shoot for that.
Okay. Can you tell me something that you feel will be more realistic, or?
No, I definitely think it's realistic. I just have to remind myself and stay motivated throughout the day. Maybe I'll set a reminder on my phone or something in the refrigerator throughout the day, so I know 30 minutes to work out. I just have to instill that.
Okay. So just tell me, how important do you think it is for you to start incorporating exercising in your schedule for you right now? On a scale from 0 to 10, with 0 being not important at all and 10 being extremely important.
I say about a 9.
A 9?
So that's why I'm willing to sacrifice that time in between, and I definitely will shoot for that in the next time we meet, because I do think it's important.
Okay. Well, that's great. I think that's really awesome that you're willing to do that, and I think that is an amazing start for someone with such a busy schedule. I can always give you my number to contact me, and you can call me if you have any issues throughout the week. But including the exercising too, you did mention that you don't take your insulin all the time. Do you think it would be okay, or when would it be good for you to try to make sure you check your insulin? Around the exercise period time or a different time of day?
Um, Normally I just like take it whenever I see fit. I don't have like a set time. Just like when I have some downtime, maybe like right before, after I tutor the kids, or right before bed. Just like whenever I have that downtime and I think about it, I would just take
it. So, your insulin is usually just best for you when you just take it randomly, like when you think about it.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is it like when you don't take your insulin, like all day? Do you feel different?
Um, I don't. I don't really. I don't know. It kind of slips in my mind. I know that's like funny to think about, but normally when I do miss it, I try not to. I'm usually on the go and just like really, I don't know, anxious throughout the day, and go right to sleep. I don't really have that much time throughout the day. It's just like I don't even think about not taking it.
Okay. So not taking it doesn't make you feel any different. It's just that you know that you didn't take it, and it kind of bothers you when you think about it the next day. But for
Right.
the most part, it doesn't have an effect on you.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So when you take your insulin though, do you feel a difference?
Well, I'm definitely less anxious because I know, like, okay, I remember to take my insulin today, and I feel mentally I feel healthier. I don't know if it's actually makes me feel better, but I just know that I did it and I remember, and it makes me feel better throughout the day. So nothing physically different, just like.
Wow. So you don't feel any difference when you take your insulin. You don't feel any difference when you do take your insulin. Do you ever check your blood level?
I suppose not as often as I should, but it's the same with the insulin. I try. I honestly do try my best, but it just gets so hard throughout the day. But whenever there's a downtime, of course, like it hits my mind, and I try to get those things done because I really think that health is very important.
Right. And how important is that me time for you? I know you talk about needing a lot of downtime, and when you do have that downtime, you're very productive. You take your insulin, you'll work out, you'll eat better.